Thank you for stopping by. What can I help you with? What are you
Um,
dealing with in your life?
I would say the big one is career at the moment. Yeah,
Career.
I'm keen to see what you have to say. Trying to become a photographer,
Okay.
working in the photography industry. So yeah,
Okay.
if you have any 2 minute coaching advice on that, I'd be interested to hear. Yeah.
Okay. So where are you right now?
I'm working for a camera company. I am trying to do as much free and paid work to build up the portfolio. I'm 22. I've been doing photography seriously for 2 years. Interested for 8. And I guess kind of trying to look to jump from working for a camera company to doing my own thing. That
So
sort of thing.
what is your ideal own thing?
I think ideal is like a private practice. So I have an in-house studio, but also work externally with customers, clients, venues, events, that sort of thing. I think I'm pretty flexible, kind of open to anything as long as it's camera.
Camera
That yeah,
related.
yeah,
Yeah.
camera related.
Photography, videography.
Yeah. I think probably skills lie more in still image, but I think if videography was a thing I had to do to make the whole thing work, I would not say
Right.
no to it
So
at all.
so the ideal ambition is that you have your own studio business, both in house, and then you can go and work outdoors as well.
Yeah, a little bit of a balance between the two would be nice.
Right. What's stopping you from starting that right now?
I think ultimately, like a combination two major factors. One is just not having full professional skill set and the equipment to do really bill paying work, but also not having really a big enough client base to the point where I could quit my day job and just consistently have gigs to pay the bills, that sort of
Mhm.
thing. Yeah.
So there is three things you mentioned.
Yeah,
Yeah,
probably. Yeah,
skill set, equipments, clients.
yeah.
Okay. So what is the out of these three? What is the biggest challenge? Right? I
Yeah,
think you.
I think probably the
But
biggest is clients. Like if it's the one that is essential to get started tomorrow, it's more clients.
probably clients. Okay. So what is your hurdle in getting clients?
But
What is your challenge in getting clients?
I guess getting the name out there, building up a really professional looking body of work, so that when I give people a business card or give people an Instagram, they see it and think like, no, it's something worth paying for, not just nice photos kind of thing.
Hmm.
But it's all variations of that
What
sort
have
of
you
thing.
tried so far to get new clients?
I guess doing events for low cost just to get the exposure out there as much as possible. Trying to like when I'm doing a gig for a musician, network with other musicians who are there. Um, do a fair degree of free work just for the exposure. Um,
Have you been doing that?
yeah, that's I mean, but I've been trying to ramp it up more and more. So
Right.
ultimately, focus is still the day job and
Yeah.
being
Sure.
stable at that. But I guess trying to position myself to take a full time jump, to take like a sort of full time jump into day in day out chasing work.
Chasing your own clients,
Yeah, yeah,
right? Okay. So you are doing some kind of a freelance, low paid work already.
yeah, exactly
Okay.
this, but not enough to pay my rent in London. But
I
yeah.
agree. So, like, have you had these conversations, try to sell to people? Because you said the issue is with getting customers, right?
Yeah.
Have you actually potentially new customers or the old customers? Have you had a conversation in terms of making a sale, like a proper
Not
from
so
your
much
business
yet.
standpoint?
Not so
What's
much.
what's holding you back?
Ultimately, I guess I'm kind of in my mind. It's like segmented between now when it's full time and that work is practice, and then there's kind of like I have a day in my head. Maybe when I turn like 25, I feel like I got the skills and the equipment lined up. Then I would want to reach and be like, now I'm offering a service for a certain price with a certain website around it. Design the whole sort of business setup. I think you have to register as a sole trader as well when you start doing a level of
But that
officially.
doesn't stop you from actually making, like, providing the service and do it, like getting some business, right? That comes as like a background thing that you would do. It's not that you set up a business and then you go and sell to customers.
Yeah.
You can actually sell, and then in the meanwhile you can get the business going, sorted going. To me, what it feels like, from based on what you're saying, is you have certain level of insecurities in terms of the skill. That is what is holding you back from actually saying, "Hey, excuse me, Mr. Customer, next event I'll do it. You know,
Yeah,
this is
yeah.
this is the discount. I'm like, you would be giving me an opportunity to try something new,
Okay.
so I already having had the customer relationship with them, you can open up and have that conversation with them.
Okay.
Yeah, to me it feels like, correct me if I'm wrong,
I think
you're two
yeah,
years
you're
into
right.
it.
Yeah.
You're 2 years into your with the current company. How much more skills do you need?
Um, it's not nothing crazy. At the same time, I do feel like to have a really prefer, to be able to charge the sort of nice London price for a photographer, I think you need a level of the whole system lined up. So, there are a few things I have to get right in my head in terms of just how that package is presented, how people get the photos at the end, how they look once they're edited, the amount of control I give them in the session. But yeah, like ultimately, that's a lot smaller than the just
So
regular.
okay, so what actions can you take in order to improve your skill set between now and when do you want to start your business? To be honest.
I think realistically, I'm just turned 22,
Hmm.
so working for this company, I would love to be in a position where at 25 I can be like, right, I go full time now on my 25th birthday. So in like 2.5 years.
So, what, on your 25th birthday, you're going full time,
Yeah, yeah.
or you want to have a full time
No,
operating
no. I would
business?
like. I would happily because I like my job at the moment. I like working in the camera industry. All that sort of stuff. So if I could really grind that out for another 2.5 years, do a bit more market research, find out what the good price is, find out maybe what my unique bit of the industry is. I would love to be in a position where 25th birthday, I say like, you know what, I've enjoyed the company, but now I have to kind of just do a really throwing myself into full time.
What is the cost of you not becoming the entrepreneur, your own business owner right now?
Um, I mean, the ultimate thing is just is wanting to stay in London and wanting to, like pay all my bills and taxes
Live the life.
myself. Yeah, and I think in order to practice and kind of network with a certain amount of people,
Are
I
you
kind
able
of
to do
need.
that right now?
Yeah, yeah. It's like being in London, working for the company I work for. It's nice to constantly be meeting photographers who kind of have my dream job. I get to do some events coverage for the brand, which otherwise I wouldn't get to do. So definitely, I'm not feeling uncomfortable about where I am, but it's just a case of being like really, by 25, I want to be standing there ready to do the next, big step kind of thing.
What I'm saying again is, because you already are in the journey of becoming that, your dream is every day getting closer to the possibility of it happening. Or maybe I can also like counter it and say, the enemy for greatness is good, right? So for you, the greatness is starting your own business, having your own studio, and so that's the greatness.
Yeah,
But then you are in a good spot right now, and so that might you have to keep an eye on your goal because it seems like you're getting there. But you need to take concrete steps in order to move towards your
yeah,
goal. 1-2 years go by just like that.
yes,
Yeah.
yeah, that's
So
very
you
true.
need to like do something right now. Put the seeds that is required to start your business for 20. You want to have your operating business by 25. You should be putting your seeds to take
Yeah, man.
action right now. You should be doing some freelance, maybe low pay
Yep.
clients already. You need to have them in the pipeline and start building that
Yeah,
portfolio right
that's
now.
that's very exactly it, man. Yeah, I think that's.
Yeah, is that you're already in your mind?
Yeah, that's. I mean, I guess maybe it can be doing it a little bit more focused and trying to be a bit more selective with the, taking jobs that are directly going to be more in line with the jobs I want to be having. But I think overall, like, yeah, the big focus is do as much work to get the name out as possible, get the skill level up. Any spare money, just reinvest in memory and lenses, that sort of shit that is just essential down the line. Um, but yeah, no, I think what you said about the good being an enemy of the great is very true, and I think yeah, just got to keep day after day making little improvements, and that's how
Towards
that's how
your
you
goal. Yeah,
make the
towards
end of
your
the
yes,
thing of the 2 years. Yeah,
yes, towards your goal. Of course, you're because you're on a you are in exactly in the same similar kind of position which you enjoy. I would assume
yeah,
with
yeah, yeah, big
photography.
time. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, and then it's being filled. It fills your soul with the job that you're doing. It might not. I'm not sure. It may not give you that push to actually to pull your pants up and actually like, jump on your own
yeah,
business and just get on with it. Right?
yeah.
Take actions right now. Why wait till 25?
Um, I, I guess a big part of it is fear of failure, and just the idea that with a few more years of experience and networking, I might be in a position to, like there's going to be one point where I just say to like all my friends and family, like, I'm a photographer now. Send me any equipment,
How would it feel?
jobs,
How
whatever.
would it feel when you get to the stage where you can tell your friends, "Hey, I'm a photographer now." How would it feel to you?
I mean, I think ultimately the realization of a long-term goal. Definitely the feeling that I am hopefully making a living with my passion as opposed to just something that I have learned to do or happen to be good at. So yeah, but I'm very hesitant to I don't want to be like every 6 months, like, oh, now I'm taking it seriously. Oh, now I'm taking it seriously. I want it to be, period of practice now, and then there's a day when I have enough money saved up, I can maybe afford to take 2 months with no shifts and just really search for jobs.
Mhm.
I want to be very serious about that, and I think not
Well, it
rushing.
depends on how much risk you want to take in terms of your job and how much you want to
Yeah,
spend for your business. That's your own personal judgment. You would know that better.
yeah.
But all I'm saying is that be cautious of the fact that you're getting too comfortable and losing sight of the end objective.
No, man,
Yeah.
that's very wise. Yeah, I
Mhm.
think you want to be really in the sweet spot between having your kind of like basic needs met, but also you want to progress because you need you need more stability. You need to be hungry. I think otherwise,
What can you
you
do? What actions can you do now, or maybe tomorrow, that will lead you to realize no, the dream come true when you turn 25? What actions can you take in the next few days?
I think on one like just really make sure the portfolio is really tight so that when I do have an opportunity to show some of my work, they're seeing the very best of it.
Okay, yeah, your one portfolio. Okay, got it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I think that. I mean, that's something that can always be updated. Can always be. I like it as it is, but it can always be modernized. Maybe start like clienteling a bit more. Just like taking down information for people who I've met or who I think might need work down the line. Yeah, that sort of stuff is just getting organized. Really, it's not a case of I think like running out of the front door tomorrow and like trying to hunt down a gig, but just to be like
Yeah.
if someone was to ask for my services, what would the invoice look like? What would the transfer of the images at the end look like? Really get that locked down first. Maybe it's a good thing.
Sounds good.
No, man. Well, look, I appreciate it so much. You're doing a very nice thing here,
Thank
and
you.
I think that's really sweet. You mind if I take a picture of you holding up the sign?
Yes.
Yeah, please, man. Let me.
Oh, I mean, just the border with me.
With you, yeah, with you,
Okay.
but holding the board. I think it's a lovely thing you're doing, man. Let me go. Okay, one sec. Hey, hold up. One, two, three. Thank you so much, man. Well,
Yes,
it
man.
was really a pleasure to meet you. Can I take
Uh,
like an Instagram? I'll send you the picture.
oh, yes.
Oh, there we go. Perfect, man. No, I mean, big
That'll be
respect.
awesome.
Very nice thing you're doing here, man. I
Thank
hope you
you.
have a lovely evening.
And you take care.
All the best.
Bye bye.